Nobody seems to care enough about you, enough to call. So-called friends only seem to come around you. They don't have to give, and you feel so all alone. So all alone. Tell me, who do you turn to when you've got nothing at all? Tell me, who do you turn to when your back's against the wall? Nobody, nobody, nobody at all. Nobody, nobody, nobody at all. And somehow you will know. Yes,
My leaders, I'm gonna speak from the heart today. I got something I want to say to you, and I first and foremost want to wish you all a very, 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 very happy New Year's.
Sleepless night, just keep on pushing when you think that you're about to fall.
Come on.
And you know that one day you will make it on your own.
First video of this year, and it convicted me to just speak on this topic of the Jordan, cross the Jordan. I was speaking to a friend earlier via text message, and she made a potent statement.
It all will pass in time. It all will pass in time. Ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ba-da.
Come on. Amen. And the way this video got put together was the very fact that she asked me about the journey in, New York and what led me here, right? And I remember very specifically, and I'm gonna tie this into 2019, and it's gonna be real short. I remember specifically the book of Joshua. If y'all remember the video I did on Be Strong and of Good Courage, that passage alone was one of the biggest passages that legitimately convicted me to, it sincerely convicted my move, and it gave me that peace, it gave me that reassurance that everything was gonna be all right. And so this is really an update video. And I wanna call this Cross the Jordan, because when I started to give her my testimony on what New York has been like, she started to...
No, they're honestly like, I feel like I have stage moms, except like, they're just awesome people here.
Talk about her own journey of seeing where her Jordan is, you know what I mean?
He was like, okay, so we're in, he gives me the address, and he was like, it's this purple and white Victorian home. He was like, there's one across the street, we're the Victorian home.
Just seeing it, she can see it. She can see the things that she wants to do. And that alone right there is to see the Jordan, see the obstacle that's up ahead. And when I talk about Jordan, one of the things in the book of Joshua, the main principle, and especially like the first 3 chapters, was about trusting God that if I cross the Jordan, which this was the barrier that was going to lead to the promise of what God was telling them to go towards. If we cross the Jordan, just be bold enough to cross the Jordan and know that there's going to be protection. So in Joshua, in 1, the very thing God commanded 3 times in that text, one to Joshua, and then for him to tell the people he was leading, and then they started to talk about it amongst the group, was to be strong and of good courage. Be strong and of good courage, because it's going to take this level of strength to, to cross the Jordan to begin with. And the reason I'm so fired up about that, my leaders, is the very fact that that's the very thing that I had to do myself when it came to taking that leap. You know, I almost went into 2018 knowing that I wanted to go to New York, almost didn't do it. And I wouldn't have done it if I didn't bump into Be Strong and of Good Courage. I wouldn't have crossed the Jordan. I would have said, man, in 2019, I'm gonna cross that Jordan. In 20, you know what I mean? In 2020, I'm gonna cross that Jordan in 2020. That's gonna be the year. That's gonna be the year. I'm gonna cross my Jordan in 2025. And that's what I did back in, what was it, 2015? I kept saying in my head, I'm gonna do it next year, because that's the year. You know what I mean? My mind ain't right. That's the year I'm gonna do it. And God wasn't telling me to wait. He was just telling me to be strong. It's not gonna be the year of transformation. It's gonna be the moment of,
I'm gonna have a garden with flowers and herbs and birds everywhere. In the morning, I'll wake up with the sun and do the work till the day is done. When I work, I'll think of her, how she raised a daughter who is strong enough to be a gardener. I will make things that are real. I will make things that can heal. I'll make them with both of my hands. They will stand on their own. When they're fully grown. In the summer of 2009, I remember nothing growing on the vine. It comes as no surprise, she said, if you don't tend to things, they wind up dead. That never left my head. And now I'm tired of stagnation, of dreams that die with no causation, 'cause I'm afraid to love or water them.
But I try to understand.
that's where we're finna go right now. Or at least we're gonna attempt to get up.
My mother, and what she'd say if I'd ask her, she'd say, Olivia, be a gardener. You will make things that are real. You can make things that can heal. You'll make them with both of your hands. They will stand on their own. I will make things that are real. I will make things that can heal. I'll make them with my hands, and the hands, they will stand on their own. When they're fully grown. Cool, yeah.
The moment of transformation comes when you shift your perception. That's it. It could have been here a few months ago for all of us. But if I had shifted my perspective back in 2015 and understood, look, if I can just remain strong and of good courage, even if I went to New York back then with my faith in God, I would have conquered. But I wasn't ready because of the shift of my perspective.
Think about like jobs, like living in New York, you know, like a really annoying job. All right.
body broken, good like my tired soul. You're a child and you're getting old. These early days are enough to persuade me. Mama taught my heart how to bleed, and I'm still her baby. I'm still a baby. I left this shore
In 2019, my leaders, this is gonna be a phenomenal year, a year of growth, a year of divine providence like you've never seen, a year of connecting, a year of building, a year of transformation, a year of touching lives in places you never thought you would touch. And this is the year of connecting though. Build the thing that God is calling you to build, my leaders, and I'm a firm believer that your life will be changed. Have a happy New Year's, my leaders.
stuff online, which is cool, on things, and I'm working on a new album, so I'm gonna test that.
What's going on this platform is exponential growth. Exponential growth. More fake concepts, more fake stories. Beautiful amount of leaders coming to this platform. More, oh my goodness, more spoken word artists. More documentaries that truly, showcase things that are just gonna be special. They're gonna blow your mind. Moments that we can't script. Okay, moments that we cannot script.
Now I had a few that I wrote for her. I wrote a new one, she'll never learn.
I have digital products coming out, digital courses. I have over 25 different products coming to the Mike Jaja website this month. Y'all, I'm excited to say that I'm making some shoes. Yo, we got fake shoes. We have fake shoes coming to the store. Y'all know I love to run. To finally have some running shoes of my own is about to be phenomenal. But digital courses, life coaching, one-on-one consulting, we got over 25 products coming. There's gonna be ebooks. The official book is gonna come. That's gonna be 2020. That's the date I set for that. But so growth on this platform. And if you're tuned in, my leaders, there's gonna be a lot of shareable content. I'm gonna need your help for a lot of different things. Y'all continue to support the platform. I love everybody who is continuing to buy merch. Oh my goodness, buy merchandise. There's folks who are continuing to donate via Cash App, Zelle, PayPal. Y'all are keeping y'all keeping me alive as I, build this leadership platform and really build my production company from the ground up. Y'all seen the reel that I posted of my 2019 reel. So God is just moving, God is building me, and I'm encouraged and I'm excited, and I just felt led to share this video with you all. Somebody needed this. But my leaders, stay inspired, stay motivated in 2019. But if you don't do anything else, read Joshua chapter 1. Just read it and digest it. Just let it feed you. And that's the perspective you need to do whatever you're trying to do in 2019, regardless of what anybody says. The only thing and the only video you need to watch is this one, telling you in order to cross your Jordan, to get to that destination that God is calling you to get to, is to get your mind right by perspective change, and it's simply an act of courage. That's all it is. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise that it's something else. It's just simply an act of courage that needs to take place, and your life will be changed. My leaders, we out. This is one of those moments, and I was just so filled with joy, just so filled with happiness that I said, you know what, man, just continue to pray, continue to trust, continue to have faith, and everything is going to come to fruition. But in 2019, we won't do half of the things we're supposed to do in 2019 if we don't have this next level of faith that God is asking us to have. It's not about being in the right spots at the right time, but first and foremost, the book of Joshua chapter 1 was about perspective. It was simply about changing the perspective, because they weren't going to make the move and conquer the promise, because the promise is going to give you fear, it's going to give you anxiety, because it's new territory. Anything we don't know gives us this sense of anxiety. We get scared because it's not comfortable, it's the unknown. And you may be comfortable in the unknown, but you won't know until you get there. And you won't get there if you don't have the right perspective to give you the initial thrust and the motivation to go towards that thing and cross your Jordan. That's the next message. And I just shared this quick video with you because in this 2019 era, for you to be able to, and everybody watching this video, if you're tuning to Jaja's mic, you're most likely a leader. You're taking things to the next level. You're building, you're growing. We got leaders now getting married. You know what I mean? You're just a bold individual, still fearful of some things, but you still decide to do great things anyway, because you know that God is calling you to do it. And my leaders that I'm talking to right now, my new leaders, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you understand, like 2019, for us, even myself included, for me to do the next thing, for you to do the next thing of greatness, the next act that God is calling us to do on this journey, this faith journey of life, it's gonna take a new perspective change. We gotta change our perspective once again. Let's go back to the foundation. Let's go back to the roots. Let's change our perspectives on what we're supposed to do, how we're gonna be able to operate. You know, let's continue to know that we have everything we need at our disposal. We have the help, we have the equipment, we have the knowledge, we have the energy, and we're blessed in this season. We're just blessed. And be a blessing, share the blessing. It's just the key. It's the key. That's it. That's it, my leaders. That is it. And if we continue to do that, more lives will be changed. Not only ours, but more lives will be changed. More lives will be changed. So this year we're going to cross that Jordan. We're going to make a commitment across that Jordan. And we're going to make a commitment this month to change our mind, change our perspectives. How are we going to change our perspectives? We're going to tune in. Not only going to tune in to God, tune into the Holy Spirit, we're going to read more of that word. Get in the word. Wherever you go, to the table of contents and see what the Spirit is guiding you. Which one is it that you want to read? Let's read some books on leadership. You know what I mean? What profession are you in? You know what I mean? Read about it. Get educated in it. Get some knowledge. Get some new information from somebody that's doing better than you. Reach out to a coach. Reach out to a mentor. So the hearing of faith, right? We receive it, faith, through the hearing, right? And so this hearing, even stories like this, help boost our faith, because somebody just went through something, somebody overcame something. And so the hearing of the thing that you want to do from somebody who's already doing it, somebody who's been doing it, is only going to increase the likelihood that you feel comfortable to jump in that arena. You know what I mean? And even if you don't have a coach or you don't have a mentor, get in the book of Joshua. Read chapter 1 and just really ask God, how can I develop my strength and my courage this season of my life? What do I got to do to develop that level of courage so that I can go towards the thing you've promised in 2019, my leaders?